Okay, it's been an exciting Labor Day weekend. I have been struggling and struggling and struggling. It does technically fly, but the power cuts out and I don't know what's going on. I tried to solder up to another 5 volt to the flight controller so that I feel like the pin wasn't connecting over here, and maybe the current through the pin that wasn't connecting well enough wasn't feeding the receiver enough power, and it would drop out of the sky. I was especially noticing the behavior on a powerful battery, and so then I was kind of befuddled, except perhaps the vibration of a not very well tuned quadcopter and a loose pin on a powerful battery would be much more than on a weak battery, causing the copter, when I would try to climb into the air, to vibrate the pin loose enough so that there wasn't enough current because the flight controller powers the receiver, and the receiver was losing its feed, and it would drop out of the sky and break an arm, which this arm is actually broken, but this is a replacement arm. So then on Craigslist, I put ads looking for Eachine racer parts, and somebody emailed me and said they have the parts I need. And then I talked to them, and I told them I'm very poor, and I almost didn't get it. But he sold me for $40, so I kind of probably owe him a little bit. A mostly completed OEM Racer 250. So you see the little yellow shims in between the legs, and then I had to supply all the top plate screws, but it's got an OEM video transmitter, and the flight controller is working, and I'm running my little PPM receiver because I can't afford all the good receivers and stuff. But it's basically the same antenna. It's just the antenna placement off of these isn't as good. So I'm gonna go, once my batteries are almost done charging, back to the park. And first I'm gonna try to fly my Ratitude Racer 250. Ratitude is a word actually in OpenPilot, but I don't use that. Everything's in rate mode. And see if it flies. And this is, I did mess with the PIDs, but it's crazy, and it's also got this drifting thing going on, and I don't know what's going on. And when that breaks, I'll have a backup, which will be this guy. And this flies like SpongeBob SquarePants. It's very soft, but it's not floating, it's not drifting. So then, although today is a big day and I'm going to go fly first, I'm going to try and duplicate this copter's PIDs, which is all squishy, into that copter and see if it fixes the float and drift. And then I'm going to try to do PID tuning on my crazy Rat Funk copter, so that when I get more aggressive, I ruin the Rat Funk and not my brand new, although much cheaper. But it still has a LED, and it also has the other LEDs, the eyeball LEDs, but I took them out. Those are still good. So I could put those in, but the set screws are missing. Just like my set screws were missing. But then I could tape over the eyes so they stay, and then at night I could see that copter anyway. And the other thing is I don't have a battery strap. This battery strap, that's not going to work. This one is the right length, but I can switch that back and forth. I don't want to sew. I don't know what to do about that. I could try to sew the battery strap to the right length. But now I have about enough time to eat something and then go to the park.